Today on Guess What I Found Out, we're going to discover some facts about the six-legged buzzing overlords of our planet, bees. Yep, those tiny airborne pharmacists who can make honey, build complex civilizations, and still somehow find time to ruin your picnic. And let me just say, if you're afraid of bees, don't worry. Statistically, they're more organized than your HOA, and only slightly less judgmental. Let's start with the big picture, Curious George. Bees aren't just insects. No, they're a full-blown civilization that's been around for 100 million years. That's right. While we humans were still figuring out how to not trip over rocks, bees were forming advanced societies with job roles, childcare systems, and better group decision-making than Congress. There are 20 quadrillion bees on this planet. That's a 20 followed by 15 zeros, or, in simpler terms, a number so large it makes your bank account look like a rounding error. Like this video before the bees unionize and start charging us rent for using flowers. I'm serious. They've got the numbers. Bees communicate through something called a waggle dance. Yes, Curious George, that's real. It's like if GPS and interpretive dance had a baby, except that baby can pollinate 75% of the world's crops. Meanwhile, I can't even communicate where I want to eat without starting a 3-hour debate. Also, bees have 5 eyes. 5. That's 2 more than spiders, and 4 more than your ex saw when they didn't notice your texts. Now you might be thinking, oh, I've seen bees before. They're yellow and fuzzy and mildly terrifying. Wrong. There are over 20,000 species of bees. That's more than all mammals and birds combined. It's basically Pokemon, but real, and with wings, stingers, and actual usefulness. And guess what? Those little honeybees you're picturing, Apis mellifera, are just the most famous. They're like the Kardashians of the bee world, highly documented, overly managed, and somehow involved in way too much pollination. Inside a hive, there's more organization than your mum's kitchen spice rack. The queen lays up to 2,000 eggs a day. Workers, they clean, babysit, gather food, and probably still manage to journal. Guard bees, literal bouncers who can smell danger and tell everyone else to prepare for war. Honestly, it's like a medieval castle, but smaller and with more pollen. Follow for more facts that will make you question why we're the dominant species and not these 5-eyed nectar freaks. Bees are the VIPs of the ecosystem. Without them, 90% of wild plants and 75% of the crops we eat would basically just die, including coffee. So yeah, Curious George, without bees, your morning mood swings would be everyone's permanent reality. If bees vanished, humanity could follow suit within 4 years. 4, not decades, not centuries. Just long enough for you to finish binge-watching that one show and realize you should have appreciated almonds when you had the chance. Despite studying them for decades, there's still so much we don't know about bees, which is wild, considering they've been around 100 times longer than Instagram and are somehow still less annoying. They're weird, they're wonderful. They're our floral flight crew, keeping Earth alive one waggle at a time. Like and follow, or I'll send a strongly worded letter to the bees asking them to personally visit your backyard barbecue next summer. This has been Guess What I Found Out. Now go forth, Curious George, and appreciate bees, not just for their honey, but because without them your salad, your fruit, and your reason to exist are basically toast.